Hello friends, I'm Dr. Emily Carter. Have you ever wondered why two people eat exactly the same diet and do the same workouts, yet one person loses weight easily, while the other, even after months of hard work, doesn't see any significant change in their weight? Is it just calories? Is eating less and exercising more the only way to lose weight? Or is there some hidden secret within our bodies that few people know about? If you've ever asked yourself this question, then today's video will be very special for you. Today, we'll discuss a new scientific study that has captured the attention of health experts and scientists worldwide. This research claims that a key secret to weight loss may lie in our gut. This may sound strange to you at first. After all, how can the tiny bacteria living in the gut be related to our weight? But when scientists delved deeper into this topic, they discovered findings that challenged our conventional wisdom about weight loss. In fact, our gut isn't just a digestive organ. It's home to trillions of microorganisms, which scientists call the gut microbiome. These microorganisms include both good and bad bacteria, fungi, and other microbes. Surprisingly, their numbers can equal or even exceed the number of cells in our bodies. These microorganisms don't just digest food. They also play a role in producing vitamins, strengthening the immune system, improving digestion, and influencing the body's metabolism. This is why scientists have become increasingly interested in the gut microbiome in recent years. The question now is, what's its connection to weight loss? According to new research, our gut microbiome can influence how much energy our body extracts from food, how many calories it uses, and how many calories it stores as fat. Some beneficial bacteria produce substances that signal to the brain that the stomach is full. This may reduce the likelihood of frequent hunger. Other bacteria also break down fiber to produce beneficial compounds that may help maintain gut health and metabolism. This is why scientists no longer consider gut health to be limited to digestion, but rather it's a crucial part of overall health and weight management. But one important point is important. This study doesn't necessarily mean that improving your gut health will automatically lead to weight loss. Many factors play a role in weight gain or loss. Your diet, your physical activity, your sleep patterns, your stress levels, your hormonal background, and your genetic makeup. All of these factors collectively influence your weight. Therefore, scientists consider this research a new direction, not a magic cure. But this research does raise a very important question. If these tiny bacteria living in our gut can actually influence our weight, can we make weight loss easier by improving our gut health? Will diet plans in the future be tailored to each individual based on their gut microbiome? And the biggest question, are commercially available probiotic supplements really as effective as advertised? Watch the video to the end to find out the answers, as we'll discuss aspects of this new research you may have never heard before. The biggest question now is, what did scientists observe that made them believe there might be a strong connection between gut health and weight loss? Obesity research has been ongoing worldwide for many years. Initially, scientists believed that obesity was simply the result of excess calorie intake and low physical activity. But when they studied the lifestyles, eating habits, and biological processes of thousands of people, they discovered something interesting. Some people were gaining weight in different ways despite consuming the same amount of calories. This is where researchers began focusing on the gut microbiome. Research found that people with a greater diversity of beneficial bacteria in their gut had better metabolisms in many ways. On the other hand, those with an imbalanced gut microbiome were at an increased risk of obesity and certain metabolic problems. This doesn't mean that bacteria dictate everything, but they may play an important role in this process. Now let's understand how these bacteria work. When we eat fiber-rich foods like fruits, vegetables, pulses, and whole grains, the good bacteria in our gut break down this fiber to form compounds like short-chain fatty acids. Preliminary research suggests that these compounds may play a role in maintaining gut health, influencing certain hormonal processes and metabolic functions. However, scientists are still conducting research to better understand these effects. On the other hand, if our diet consistently includes junk food, sugary drinks, highly processed foods, and lacks fiber, the balance of the gut microbiome may be affected. This can impact digestion and, in some people, metabolic health. However, this isn't the same for every individual. Every person's gut microbiome is different, so the same diet can have different effects on two different people. Now, another interesting thing, have you ever noticed that your appetite increases when you're stressed? Or some people lose their appetite altogether? The reason isn't just the brain. Scientists have identified a system called the gut-brain axis, through which the gut and brain constantly communicate with each other. This means that our mental state can impact our gut, and the state of our gut can also influence many of our body's functions. Therefore, doctors nowadays recommend not only diet, but also good sleep, stress reduction, and regular exercise. But there's a very important caveat here. You'll find many videos on social media claiming that simply taking a probiotic capsule or drinking a specific drink will help you lose weight in a few days. There's not enough scientific evidence to support such claims. Experts say that while gut health is important, it's not a magic shortcut to weight loss. Anyone making such a claim should not be blindly trusted. Remember, a balanced diet, regular physical activity, adequate sleep, and proper stress management are still the most robust and scientifically supported methods for maintaining a healthy weight. Gut health can be a part of this whole process, but it alone doesn't determine everything. Now comes the most important question. If gut health is so important, can we improve it? The answer is yes, but it doesn't require expensive supplements or miracle drugs, but rather a healthy lifestyle. Scientists say that our gut microbiome changes daily. This means that what you eat, how you sleep, how much stress you experience, and how much physical activity you engage in gradually impact the bacteria in your gut. This is why good habits can make a big difference in the long run. First, let's talk about fiber. When we eat fruits, green vegetables, lentils, chickpeas, kidney beans, oats, and whole grains, the fiber they contain directly feeds our good bacteria. These bacteria break down fiber to create compounds that can be beneficial for intestinal cells. Therefore, nutritionists always recommend that the more natural and fiber-rich foods you include on your plate, the greater the benefits to your gut health. Now, let's talk about probiotic foods. Yogurt, buttermilk, and some traditional fermented foods contain beneficial bacteria. These can be included as part of a balanced diet. However, this doesn't mean everyone should take probiotic supplements. Doctors say that unless there is a specific medical reason, supplements are not necessary without consultation. Nutrients from natural foods are often a better option. Another important factor is sleep. Many people wonder what sleep has to do with weight. However, research shows that chronically poor sleep can affect hormones that regulate appetite. This can lead to frequent hunger, overeating, and increased cravings for sweets. Therefore, if you truly want to lose weight, getting 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep daily is as important as diet and exercise. Now let's talk about stress. Stress is common in today's fast-paced life. However, prolonged stress can cause changes in the body that affect digestion and gut health. This is why many people experience problems like gas, constipation, diarrhea, or changes in appetite during times of stress. Therefore, practices like meditation, yoga, deep breathing exercises, and regular walks can be beneficial not only for mental health, but also for gut health. Now let's talk about another major mistake. Many people repeatedly take antibiotics without consulting a doctor. Antibiotics can save lives when necessary, but their unnecessary use can also affect good bacteria. Therefore, antibiotics should not be used without a doctor's advice. Similarly, consuming highly processed foods, high-sugar drinks, frequent fast food, and excessive ultra-processed snacks can also negatively impact the balance of the gut microbiome. This doesn't mean you can never eat pizza or burgers, but if these become your daily diet, it can have long-term health consequences. The best part is that improving gut health doesn't require any expensive treatments. Taking a short walk every day, eating fresh home-cooked food, drinking enough water, increasing fiber, getting good sleep, and reducing stress. These small steps can be beneficial for your overall health. The biggest question now is whether the approach to weight loss will completely change in the future. Many scientists believe this may be possible in the future. Just as doctors today determine treatment based on blood tests and other medical reports, gut microbiome analysis could become part of a person's health plan in the coming years. Imagine if one day doctors could examine the bacteria in your gut and tell you which foods are best for you, which diets will suit you, and which may increase your risk of weight gain. However, this idea is still in the research stage and may take time to become part of routine treatment. Here's another important point to understand. Health news spreads rapidly on the internet and social media. Often, claims are made based on a single study, as if a miraculous cure has been discovered. But science doesn't work that way. A single study doesn't make a conclusion definitive. Scientists only consider something to be solid evidence after conducting studies in different countries, different populations, and over long periods of time. So whenever you read news that claims the secret to weight loss has been found, or no more diet and exercise, seek reliable information instead of immediately believing such claims. Remember, even today, doctors worldwide recommend that the most reliable way to maintain a healthy weight is through a balanced diet, regular exercise, adequate sleep, and proper stress management. Gut health may be an important part of this process, but it alone doesn't determine everything. If someone eats junk food all day, doesn't engage in any physical activity, and expects to lose weight simply by taking probiotics, this is far from reality. Another important thing to keep in mind is patience. In today's world, everyone wants quick results. People look for a medicine or method that will help them lose weight in a few days. But the body doesn't work like a machine. If you've gained weight over many years, it will take time to lose it in a healthy way. Weight loss that is gradual and sustainable is easier to maintain in the long run. If you want to improve both your gut health and overall health, adopt some simple habits. Get at least 30 minutes of physical activity every day. Include colorful fruits and vegetables on your plate. Eat fiber-rich foods. Drink plenty of water. Get good sleep. Try to reduce stress. And don't use any medications or supplements without consulting a doctor. These small habits can make a big difference over time. So what's the biggest message from this new research? The message is that our gut isn't just a digestive organ. It can play a vital role in our health, metabolism, and weight management. However, more research is needed on this subject. Therefore, it's important to understand the scientific evidence before accepting any new claims as final. If you found this information useful, please like this video so that such scientific and reliable information can reach more people. Share it with your friends and family, because accurate health information should be accessible to everyone. And if you want me to keep bringing you the latest health research from around the world in simple language, be sure to subscribe to our channel. I'm Dr. Emily Carter. We'll see you in the next video with new scientific research and relevant information. Until then, stay healthy, stay informed, and take care of yourself.